I've had so many students ask me about these little words, in order to, so that, and just to. So let's finally learn when to use each one so you can stop guessing and start reaching an advanced level of English. Are you ready? Okay, let's start with so that. And basically we use so that to show a result. Now, the key thing here, and with lots and lots of parts of grammar, is that you need to focus on what structure follows this little expression. So after so that, we want a subject-verb structure. Okay? A subject-verb structure is basically like a normal sentence, like I go, I speak, you hear, we drink. Okay, and that is what we need after the expression so that. So let's have a look at a couple of examples. You could say, I take English classes so that I can speak more confidently. Okay, so that I can speak. That's your normal subject-verb structure, I can speak. And we use so that to focus on that result. Okay, I take English classes. Great. What is the result that I want? Okay, the result is I can speak more confidently. So, I take English classes so that result, I can speak more confidently. Okay, another example I heard the other day is this. I have lessons with a native teacher. Okay, what's the result of that? What result do you want from that? Well, the result is I hear natural pronunciation, right? So I have lessons with a native teacher so that, because we're talking about the result, and then the subject-verb structure. I hear natural pronunciation. Okay, another example. Let's have a look at the result first. What is the result? The result is I can go on holiday in the summer. Great. What do I do to make that result possible? I save money. Okay, I save money every month. Save money. All right, so I save money so that I can go on holiday in the summer. Now, we can also use just so without that, but I'm going to show you how to use that a little bit later in the video. Right, so that is so that. Let's now have a look at in order to. Okay, before we do, this is a really common mistake that students like you often make, and it's got a really easy solution, as you can see. And I made that ebook, English Quick Fix, to help students like you just fix all these little common points of confusion and very, very common mistakes that most students make. If you haven't got that book already, you can download it up there, scan the code, or there's a link in the description. It's free. Over 100,000 people have downloaded that so far. It's a really popular book, and it's going to help you really avoid all these typical mistakes that everybody makes in English. Okay, let's have a look at how to use in order to. Now, we use in order to show the reason, or let's say to show the why. Okay, why you do something. And we follow the expression in order to with the bare infinitive. Okay, no, not that type of bare, just a bare infinitive means the infinitive, like to go, to eat, to take, but without to. Okay, take, eat, go. Right, for example, you could say, I study English, and then you think, why? Why? And then the answer is, in order to get a better job. So we're basically answering the question, why, with this expression. In order to get a better job. Okay, then you could say, I want a better job. Why? What's the reason for that? I want a better job in order to earn more money. I wake up early in the morning. Why? In order to do some exercise before breakfast. Okay, so in each case, in that part of the sentence, we are explaining why this part of the sentence is true. Okay, now we can just use to instead of in order to. And this is really, really common in informal spoken English. It's completely correct, completely normal, and it's just quicker. Instead of in order to, we just say to. So, I read English books. Why? What's the purpose? What's the reason for that? I read English books to improve my vocabulary. I practice pronunciation. Why? Why do you do that? To sound more natural. And I take online lessons. Why? Why online? To save travel time. Okay, so it's the same as in order to, but it's just quicker. And in the same way that we do that, we can just delete the word that in the expression so that. Okay, so that just simply becomes so in everyday spoken English. I take English classes so I can speak more confidently, instead of so that. I have lessons with a native teacher so that, or so I hear, natural pronunciation. And I save money so I can go on holiday in the summer. Again, it's just quicker, it's more informal, and it's more common. And if that's true, why do we need to use so that and in order to? Well, basically we use it in formal situations, if you want to speak formally, or if you want to write a formal essay in English or a formal letter in English. It sounds more formal. I sometimes use it when, if there is any room for ambiguity, yeah? If something might not be clear, then sometimes I include so that or in order to. But yeah, if you're speaking naturally, then so and to are usually perfect. Okay, so was that useful? If it was, then subscribe to this channel so you can learn more English with me. And leave a comment now completing this sentence. I would love to hear the answer. And complete the sentence using either in order to, so that, to, or so. Okay, I am learning English. Why? Okay, I'm going to read all the answers, so please let me know. All right, this was a huge mistake. You've just fixed it. If you want to fix more really common mistakes in English, then download my free ebook. And I'll see you in that video next. That's got a load of other common mistakes that I really think you should avoid. Bye for now.